In South Africa, there are many inspirational men and women, and here on Movers and Shakers, you'll have the opportunity to get inside their heads. My name is Vusi Zion, and I'm on a quest to understand the path to success through the life stories of Mzansi's real visionaries.
You need young leaders like him to demonstrate that, above all else, it's possible.
He's somebody that can adapt. He's very focused. I think he defines the businesses that he's been involved in.
I believe in hard work. Just put on those extra efforts, put on those hours, and the magic will happen.
He's the General Secretary of Black Business Council, has the ear to President Jacob Zuma, and was parachuted in to stabilize Denel when he was just 34 years old. No stranger to controversy, Sandile Zungu is riding the crest of a wave that has brought him wealth, influence, and even some infamy.
What's it like being you?
Well, I must be very honest. I'm enjoying myself. I'm in a very exciting space. I enjoy every facet of my life, being a parent, being a leader in organized business, black business, being involved in my own organization, and really making a difference in society as a whole. You know, it is really absolutely exciting.
Sandile grew up in Umlazi in KwaZulu-Natal, and despite the social ills of the day, has fond memories of the camaraderie of the community and of playing soccer in the streets as a young boy. His father taught him that education is key and made sacrifices to ensure that he got a good education. Sandile passed matric with flying colors and got a bursary from Shell to study mechanical engineering at UCT.
You know, as it happens, to pass doesn't mean there's a belly in the tummy. You know? I did well, but when I got to industry, I discovered, hey, this is not my first love.
Yeah.
You know, something else possibly is my calling. You know.
Talk about SARHWU in those early days of your career.
Well, when I founded SARHWU Investments in 1997, I was an advisor to a national empowerment consortium, which wanted to buy Johannesburg. And SARHWU was a member of that consortium, really on the strength of their influence on the Transnet Pension Fund. The beneficiaries of the pension fund will be members in general. And so when I established an investment company, that should be part of a consortium directly and have beneficiary proceeds. Yeah. And they said, we want you to fund this company to become the founding CEO. That was, in all honesty, my first opportunity to see that I actually can be entrepreneurial. I actually can find a business. I can run a business. So I value that 3.5 years that I spent with the trade union.
In 2001, Sandile was asked by Cabinet to become the chairperson of Denel and became the youngest person ever to head a parastatal company in South Africa. And never were you daunted? Never were you anxious? Never were you like, oh my goodness, the pressure is on?
Absolutely never. No, not once was I feeling intimidated. Not once was I feeling overwhelmed. And not once did I doubt my capacity to can do it. I do appreciate my limitations, and I appreciate that I'm part of a larger collective which as a whole must work. And it really, it's about that. Confidence is within, but you know, for it to really work for you, you need to appreciate your limitations and need to assess continuously the strength of the team around you.
He's somebody that can adapt. He's very focused in what he does. And I don't think the diverse businesses that he's been involved in defines him. I think he defines the businesses that he's been involved in.
He's the strategic thinker. He's the big picture kind of guy, you know. He's the one who's able to look ahead and say, you know, we need to be thinking about things in this particular direction.
He's extremely driven, and I think he enjoys challenges. Every transaction, every deal has its challenges, and I think he's there to do deals.
I like to listen. The art of listening, in my opinion, is being able to extract the positive and constructive contribution or important contribution from the person communicating, and being able to find space for such contribution. And it goes to appreciating the value that others in the establishment bring.
He is a master of relationships. He knows what to say at the right time. There's been some tough transactions where some tough things had to be said or done, and Sandile was the man that said that.
What's your stance on some of the criticism you faced? Token appointment, dubious relations with the powers that be, and, front man. What is your take on those?
When you are moving forward, you will attract criticism. It's always important how that criticism is conveyed. Is it with the intention to build or to destroy? If it is the former, I welcome it. If it's the latter, it forces the reaction, defensiveness that is natural in humans. But I think every leader, whether in business or government or society, must coexist with criticism. That's how you can be stronger.
Finally, let's talk now about your outspokenness on the issue of BEE.
Our view is that when the economy, almost 18 years into our democracy, is only less than 10% in the hands of black people, we have reasons to worry. Our view is that business has got a huge role to play to deal with issues of poverty, to deal with issues of unemployment. And whether that ends as tags of controversial, whether that ends as tags of unreasonable, I think posterity will judge us as having made the right call at the right time when such a call was demanded.
There's a lot of talk around black industrialists. It is something that this country doesn't have a lot of, and I think there's a real passion from Sandile's perspective to take charge of that, to drive that, and I think that is the real drive behind the Black Business Council from a Sandile perspective.
South Africa is still a young democracy, and therefore that being the case, you need young leaders like him to demonstrate that above all else, it's possible. It's possible that with the right level of determination, if I apply myself, I can make it. And you need more of those people.
The legacy that clearly I want to leave as a business person is an organization that is built to last, which must make positive impact, not polarize society, and make a difference by interacting with all the relevant stakeholders, white business included, and change society.
For all the controversy he's generated, Sandile Zungu's life is a shining example of the South African dream. It's a tale of a young kid from the township who, against all odds, made the best of what he had and triumphed beyond his wildest dreams. He's achieved success through hard work, perseverance, self-belief, and a little luck along the way. And who can begrudge him that?
News that moves. ENCA.com.